Listen.
You hear the whispers.
People fall in love in mysterious ways.
When I was a kid, things were different. Mummy said, read, but did I listen? If I did, I would have seen the true mission.
Take me to Neverland. I wanna know what it's like to be free again.
Forget this modern day rap, it's time to take it back to the days before everyone was a fake in rap. You see in every single song you say you blaze a strap, but can't you see the average man can't relate to that?
Don't let them take over.
Too many single mothers ain't got enough dough.
Don't you mind people grinning in your face?
So I visited All in Youth at Teesside Uni. It was an amazing session. Loads of young people shared their music. They created a really high standard of creativity. We did a feedback and sharing session in an amazing studio space. So that was beautiful and brilliant. Saw some real talent there, from songwriters to rappers to grime artists and others. And then I did a presentation on 2,000 years of Black British history based on the work of scholars like Peter Fryer or David Olusoga, looking at the black presence on the British Isles from the Romans through to the Elizabethan era, and the Black Tudors through to the Victorian and Edwardian eras and Georgian, and then of course up into the 20th century, just to give us a sense of how long Britain's interaction with the people of the African continent has been. It was a pleasure to be there, and yeah, it was great questions were asked, really engaging, intelligent, insightful group. Big ups.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? 'Cause darling, I will be loving you till we're 17.
Wicked. Well done. A lot better the second time around. It's challenging. I mean, I can't advise you tremendously on singing because I can't sing it myself. But the principles are the same as any other form of making music or any form of instrumentation. Phrasing, key, as you saw. Practice. You know, I think like anything, the better you want to be at something, the more you have to do it, and the more you have to find your own voice. Sometimes when you don't write your own songs and you sing other people's songs, that can be helpful. There's lots of great singers who've done that. But sometimes writing your own stuff, even if it's just for yourself, can help you find a voice.
Yeah. Knife crimes on the news every day. LDN, man, what can I say? This shit's fucked up. Kids get drugged up, then they get stabbed up because they didn't pay. And the shit is crazy.
It's not possible to perform to the best of your abilities when you're still consciously thinking.
Yeah.
So the way that the brain, there's a very good book called Your Brain on Music. And one of the ways the brain works, both in terms of listening to music and performing music, when you do, with anything in fact, when you do something over and over and over again, it becomes like hardwired. That's how someone becomes great at football. Any other thing, you put enough practice hours in it, it becomes hardwired into your brain. And a simple thing like vocal in a track, the more times you've done it, the more you know it off by heart, the more you perform it, the less you're thinking when you perform it, the more you can add nuance in your voice, performance, focus on the variance of sound. So if you listen to it, your volume was pretty much the same the whole time. And these are just, it's really good. These are just things, I'm going to give everyone feedback on what I think they can do to improve. There's no point me saying to you, wonderful, end of story. Things I would look at working on. You've got some really good natural ability there. But the delivery, the whole thing is the same volume, for example. Which might be, if that's consciously what you're going for, then that's fine, you know that, and that's what you're going for. But if it's because you're reading and you're thinking about it, then that's probably not most helpful.
Speak the truth all day. Listen.
Richie on the beats.
When I was a kid, things were different. Mummy said, read, but did I listen? If I did, I would have seen the true mission. So now we're here learning about this sports fiction.
Forget this modern day rap, it's time to take it back to the days before everyone was a fake in rap. You see in every single song you say you blaze a strap, but can't you see the average man can't relate to that? Look, Forget your attitude and money over everything, cause if the world goes under tomorrow, you've not got anything. So listen to the words coming out your mouth, son, cause all that gangster talk is only gonna get you one place. And where's that? In a hurt.
Really good. But I'm sure you both know that. So I'm gonna tell you what I think can improve. I thought it was both really strong. It'd be interesting to hear you switch. I hear what you're like on hip hop and what you're like on something a bit faster, just in terms of versatility, because both's good. Now I liked the reinterpretation of Kalashnikov's classic. That was wicked. I think similar things to what I was saying to one of the MCs I saw earlier, and what I would say to MCs in general. Some stuff you're probably already both thinking about anyway, is to think of your voice as your instrument, and all of the principles that work for other instruments, phrasing, what we would call flow, for a guitar would be phrasing, even with your sound, right? One of the reasons British accents lend themselves to grime, whereas Americans don't, is the way Americans pronounce vowel sounds. So if you think of the vowel as the melody and consonant as the percussion, so when Biggie says, "Who wanna squeeze? My desert eagles make MCs freeze," all the vowel sounds are drawn out, and that's an American accent in general. Whereas a British accent, we squash the vowels, which is why we can do Peter Piper, pickle, pecker, pickle, pepper, pecker, pickle, pepper, Peter. We can do really percussive stuff. So being conscious of that in your own voice, conscious of what you're doing and what actually differentiates Biggie from someone who's not Biggie, or whoever you think is a great rapper now. Like being really conscious of what those things are and trying to perfect those in your performance, in your flow. Think about yourself as songwriters as well. So think about not just hook, chorus, pre-chorus, post-chorus. An example I gave to one of the youngsters today was someone like Kendrick. If you listen to pretty much any Kendrick song, there's like 5 hooks. Standard musical hooks. You think of even the intros usually. So think of, if we pull Black Boy Fly, you know that tune? Saying what up, we made it. Saying what, right? But look, right at the beginning, that most rappers would have kept that as the chorus. I'm saying what up, we made it. They would have settled there and been like, I've got my hook. For Kendrick, that was just an intro. That ain't easy to do, to just come up with 5 hooks for one song. But that's why Kendrick Lamar's Kendrick Lamar, and not everyone's Kendrick Lamar, right? And I think even if you look in grime right now, being truthful, there's not a lot of artists doing that.
Even have to know my name, my color defines me. Lies are swept by society and we follow blindly. Lies are stereotypical, caused by the political, judging a wide range of individuals like a ritual.
I think it's working on, for you I'd say advice-wise, work on your delivery. Like, it's, I used to, when I was your age, I used to rap even way more American style than you do. And what's interesting is I think your voice actually sounds better in your own accent. So where you sound more strongly like yourself, actually there's more conviction and you sound more like you. Whereas the kind of Americanisms in the pronunciation are not American enough that I believe you're American. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's maybe working on your style now and trying to develop it so that your natural inclination when you rap is just to rap in your own straight accent. Good hook. Did you write that? You wrote the chorus?
The chorus, yeah.
You wrote that whole thing?
Yeah.
Really nice, really nice. Same things I've been saying to some others, I would look at song structure. Everyone so far that's come in and done a song, and this is typical with MCs, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's worth looking at. They do verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. No pre-choruses, no post-choruses, no bridges, no major change of delivery in the song. So it's worth thinking about as a vocalist.
Don't you mind people grinning in your face? Don't mind people grinning in your face. Oh Lord, just bear this in mind. A true friend is hard to find. Don't you mind people grinning in your face? You know your mother will talk about you, your own sisters and your brothers too. Don't care how you're trying to live.
No, really good voice, really good approach. I like the fact you like kind of different stuff, we always have kind of a certain type of music rammed down the throat, so it's always refreshing to hear a younger person with kind of wider musical palette. That's good.
Alright, yeah, great, thanks.
Nice. No, thank you. Good to meet you.
Yeah, you
Take
too.
care, yeah?
You hear the whispers, blood splattered on the wall. Her final heartbeat, her head hits the floor. You try to save her, but it's too late. You hear the siren.
No, good. I would just say, like anything, it's practice really. I can't. I'm not naturally a singer, but I can't sing. The principle of the sing. You know, thinking about experimenting with different song structures, different time signatures. You know, almost every pop song in the world is in standard 4/4. You know, very rarely do people come out of that. That's one thing I'd say for a songwriter, that you all can already write a song, thinking about maybe writing in different time signatures and stuff like that. Really stretching your brain musically, basically.
Keep on walking, you'll get there in the end. Keep on moving, I'll always be your friend.
I've written it for my friend because she was going through a really rough time and she was like self-harming and that, and it was just basically like, I'm here for you.
And it's normal. Nerves are normal. There's nothing. Nerves are healthy. There's nothing wrong with nerves. But if you decide to take music as a career, you just have to learn to control them. That's all.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing wrong with being shy. Nothing wrong with it at all. That might be your thing. But you didn't look shy in there.
I'm good at hiding it, but I'm really.
It's all good. Fake it till you make it. Well done, well done. Did you write that song yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats, man. Wow. Nice tune. It's stuck in my head. Really good, really good. Keep at it, man. There's a lot of talent in this group, what?
Look, forget your attitude and money over everything, cause if the world goes under tomorrow, you've not got anything. So listen to the words coming out your mouth, son, cause all that gangster talk is only gonna get you one place. And where's that? In a hearse. Let me quickly touch on these idiots called Britain first. So much hatred in this country, man, I think that Britain's cursed. Open your eyes and see that Britain's hurt.